Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you haven't been with me before, my name is Stella. Just to let you know, I've been on an incredible journey with my cards and with my subscribers. I learned it during lockdown. I actually paint and draw most of my cards, and I also use playing cards. So the setup here is very basic. I am traveling at the moment, that's why my hair's blowing and all the rest of it. So the question today is, what are their true feelings for you? What are their true feelings for you? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the camera down so you can see the cards. And then what I'm going to do is just open the window so you can actually see them. It was just too bright before. Okay, so what are their true feelings for you? Not what they're showing, but how they really truly feel underneath for you. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so let's go to pile 1. I'll put that under there. Pile 1. Okay, so this is for everyone that picked pile 1. It's an absolute pleasure to do this reading for you. The setup is quite basic because I'm traveling at the moment, but the message is more important than the surroundings. So let's have a look here. I don't know what the cards are. Their true feelings for you. So I just want to thank all my subscribers. It's been absolutely amazing. For everyone that's subscribed and liked, I love all your comments, thank you so much. And also for everyone that's booked a private session, you can book via Etsy or PayPal. Okay, if when you get onto Etsy you're not sure for some reason, because a lot of people have got it in their basket at the moment, maybe they're thinking PayPal's better or something like that, just give me a bell, you know, just email me and I can answer any questions for you. So this reading is, what are their true feelings for you? How do they really truly feel about you, irrelevant of, you know, the surrounding circumstances? Sometimes the table can wobble and sometimes the camera can wobble. Just to let you know, I've had real problems with my camera. I always used to record for an hour. I've emptied out every piece of storage you can imagine, and now it only records for half an hour. And I was also getting a mirror flip on my recordings, but I think I've got that sorted now, hopefully. Okay, so how do they truly feel about you? Well, what's been happening is that they have, this is the 3 of Wands. They've been thinking about you in the past, the present and the future, and they are actually now coming to a decision about you, strangely, and I feel like they're gonna step forward. Okay, they've made the decision, they're gonna step forward. And the way that they feel about you is that they see you as something very unusual. They see you as something very unique. They see you as someone that's very poised. They see you as someone who has very intelligent, okay, who is also tapped into a lot of intuition. They see you as very beautiful. I feel like almost they see you as slightly untouchable, that you're very mysterious to them. They can't quite work you out. They see you as very abundant in that, in your qualities, that you have a lot of stuff about you that they like and they admire. They see you as very abundant, as in, like, there's a more than about you, you know, like they see you as very sexual and very caring and very intelligent and very this and very that. It's kind of got a very on top of it. They may, for some of you, feel like that your worlds are very, very different. Okay, the way you think and feel is very different. They might have concerns over that, to be honest. That they know that the way that you approach life and the way they approach life is completely different. I think that they feel like some of you are like a white witch. I think some of them will think of you in that way, you know, or, you know, if they're more spiritually attuned, they will see you as as someone that's tapped into their spiritual side. There's no question about that. They feel like you're someone that was worth investing in, and they feel like that, but they also feel some frustration around you. You know, they feel like that you don't give as much as they do. They feel like they have to wait for you to give stuff to them, you know, which is weird, because I'm sort of feeling that I feel like my watchers are very giving, all right, but their perceptions that let me get this right, they feel like they have to wait to get something off you all the time, you know, they have to wait until you decide to give it. Yeah, that's more accurate, which could be just you putting in a really strong boundary, but they just feel like, I'm not going to get off her what I want, when I want, how I want it, sort of thing, you know. I always have to, I always have to jump through hoops. That's the sort of feeling I'm getting. I've always got to jump through hoops to get something off her. You know, she's not easy, but I don't think he actually thinks you're a difficult person. I just think that he's come up against someone that has just got some boundaries, basically, you know. They feel a lot of heartache over you, a lot. I mean, you know, on multiple levels, they're feeling a lot of heartache. And I feel like they're feeling a lot of heartache because there was a lot of stuff unspoken here, a lot of stuff that was hidden in your relationship, a lot of stuff that you didn't get the opportunity to reveal to each other. And this has really, really upset them. Either they wanted to express more to you, or they were hoping you were going to express more to them. Again, with this card, you know, not getting what they wanted from you. Now, whether they wanted you to chase them, or, you know, drown them in love, you know, or be very, very needy, or whatever it is. It could be that, or it could be just that they just felt like there was just a part of you that they just couldn't attach to, yeah? So the way they feel about you, they feel a lot of sadness and nostalgia, and there was a lot of romance here, and they have regrets. There's potentially they went into a third-party situation. Either you were in a third-party situation, or the relationship moved into a third-party situation, and they have an awful lot of regret about that. So my readings are generally for people who are in separation and waiting, you know, no contact and all that sort of thing. So just take what resonates you. If you're already in a relationship, it might not be the right sort of energy for you. Okay. What else? How else do they feel about you? They feel that you're just so independent, all right? So even if you don't think you're independent, they really see you as independent. They see you as actually very affluent, whether that's real or not. Or, you know, if you're not affluent, someone that can look after themselves, can budget, and all that sort of thing. They see you as very well groomed. They think you wear beautiful clothes and you've got really lovely hair, and they like your accessories, you know, your jewelry and things like that. They see you as someone who really enjoys a beautiful environment, you know, a beautiful home, and they see you as being in touch with nature in a very mystical way. I feel the real pain of this is that they really do think that you're very independent and that you don't need them, and this is causing them a lot of pain. You know, maybe it's wounded their ego, that sort of thing. I think they're just wondering, like, you know, what do I offer her? What do I give her? You know, what I'm not seeing here actually is any cups. I see a lot of admiration here. I see a lot of uniqueness, like they think you're a really very, very unique person. I feel like maybe they even think that you're out of their league, but I can't see many cups here. So tell me why we can't see any cups here. You know, I think we would have to question, even if they're heartbroken, you know, did they ever get to the stage of loving you? You know, so let's have a look. Can we see any cups here? Not can we, why can't we see any cups here? Why can't we see any cups here, please? Was there any love in this relationship, or was it just attraction, admiration, you know, thinking that they've got someone out of their league? Yeah, oh right, okay, there was a lot of love. Okay, that's strange. And it's actually a major arcana card. Can it be more than love? It's more than that, actually. They just saw you as a really beautiful being who was able to express love, receive their love, and give love, which in a very balanced way. And I don't think they've experienced that before, which is really strange, because this was suggesting that you're not giving them what they want, or they need to jump through hoops. But you're coming across as balanced and restrained in this, in a good way, in a really, really healthy way. And I wonder if they wanted you to be more unbalanced, you know, like more, you know, on this sort of base chakra sort of energy, you know, more upset, more angry, more, you know, more raw emotions. But no, there was love here. And I think it was a love, and these cards are quite similar in a way. They hold a lot of mysticism. It's about manifestation. It's about bringing the spiritual energy into the physical. And I think they really felt that with you. You know, it wasn't just meeting a girl at the chip shop, or, you know, down at the local bar and saying, hi, how are you? And thinking, oh, she's got nice boobs or something like that. I'm sorry, you know, like I feel I'm being a bit sexist, but, you know, just switch up the genders, obviously. Please switch up the genders. But I just feel like they met you and went, oh my God, you know, like, who's this woman? You know, like, she doesn't think and feel and operate the way that I'm used to, you know. I feel like they think you had multiple levels and layers about you. It's all very, very positive. The only thing is, I just feel like they just didn't feel that they could get what they wanted from you. I don't know what that thing is that they wanted. Maybe they wanted you to bend more to their will. I'm sort of getting that sort of vibe. But anyway, looks like they're considering coming forward again. If you've been in separation, they're coming forward. So, and they're making a decision about you, or they've made a decision. At this point in time, they've made a decision. Yeah, so yes, they're upset, okay. They're really upset about the situation, very, very, very upset. So, you know, if you're feeling that they're not upset, or they're not showing that they're upset, they really, really are upset. I feel like with this relationship, there was love here, but I almost feel it was at such a high level that it was almost untangible. You know, like you didn't get the chance to go through the normal lovey-dovey emotions, you know. I don't know if you're in LDRs or, you know, or online stuff or whatever, but I just feel like it's at quite a high level, and it's maybe missing some, it's maybe all up in the mind a little bit, and maybe missing some of that physical things that happen in a relationship, that where people express their love. I feel like it's kind of missing. It's there as an overarching energy, a really beautiful energy. Like, look at those angel wings, you know, just expanding out over this reading. But I feel it did lack some of those just normal things that you do in life, you know, when you're in love and you care for each other. So very positive feelings for you. You know, you're a 10 in their eyes, no two ways about it. But I feel like maybe the way that you love is just a little bit too sophisticated for them. Okay? Maybe just too ethereal, too spiritual, too complex. I feel like they just want some good old-fashioned love, you know, like good old-fashioned stuff going on. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I have a little bit of a time constraint here. But yeah, it's positive feedback. Third-party situation for some of you. Not easy for them to come back if this is the case. Okay, I'll leave it there, and please leave a comment, and I hope that gave you some clarity. I'm just going to go and get some water because I am so thirsty. Okay, so this is for everyone that picked pile 2. So the question today is, what are their true feelings for you? You know, it doesn't matter what they're displaying, but what are their true feelings for you? I do tend to do readings for people that are in no contact, or, oh, shooting star, wow, in no contact or separated or being ghosted, that sort of thing. So it may not be the right energy for you if you're in a long-term relationship and, you know, you're just wondering about how they feel about you. Okay, my readings tend to have a little bit of drama in the background. So I just want to quickly say thank you to all my subscribers and everyone that's booked a personal reading. Personal readings are just £25, and you can book them via Etsy or PayPal, which is just in the description below. And I absolutely love doing personal readings. So how do they truly think and feel about you? I feel both of you have just stepped out of this relationship at the moment, just taken time out. And I feel like they feel like you've moved on. Yeah, I just feel like they think that you've moved on, actually, and that you have become completely unavailable to them, and I think this is causing them a lot of concern. They're having sleepless nights about you. They're trying to make a decision. They've looked at the past and they've looked at the future, and they're trying to make a decision, and they're very, very worried that you might be like this to them now, like, don't speak to me, don't touch me, I don't want to see you, I don't want to know you, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Okay, and not only that, you scared me as well. You frightened me by your actions. okay, and I'm not interested in someone like that. And not only that, you were downright rude to me as well, okay, because of the sword energy here. And I think what they want to do is come in and really clean this up, whatever happened. I feel like they want to push things forward. I think they're very worried about what they've said. I think they're worried that they've maybe lied to you, and you're aware of that now, okay, that the lies that they've told you. I feel like they want to come in and really communicate with you, which is quite surprising, because this is bad communication, this is bad communication, this is bad communication. But what do we have here in the middle, you know, not in the middle of the reading, but here we have this shooting star. And I never dreamt when I painted this card, which took about 2 seconds, it could be such a powerful card. I just had no idea. I just felt compelled to paint it. And it's a card that says, listen, all right, you don't need to be like this with them. They don't need to be like that with you. 9 of Swords is like sleepless nights, anxiety, worry, you know, it's like habitual worrying again and again and again and again and again, all day, all night, you know, just can't get you out of their mind sort of thing, and just very concerned about the situation. And the shooting star just goes, it's all in hand. The universe has got your back on this situation, right? Maybe he doesn't really need to worry, and maybe you don't need to worry. Just switch up the genders as you require, because it's all here. Sometimes, you know, the universe does step in. The universe steps in and causes a situation. And when you do have arguments, there's clearly been some arguments and stuff, the conflict and conversation here, okay? When you do have that situation, it really reveals the truths of each other, you know, and I suppose you have to sort of question whether people actually tell the truth in an argument. Well, I feel like they do speak about their frustrations, you know, and that can hurt. That can hurt, especially if, you know, things were good at one point. And you are dealing with this King of Pentacles character, and, you know, male or female it might be, but it is that sort of very rigid sort of character here who is focused on the material world, and maybe is not the best at conversation and just wants to find solutions and not discuss anything, and maybe they've just got their head down. At worst, they can be mean and they can be selfish, okay? Find it very interesting. I don't know, I can see something here, and I hope I've got enough time to tell you. The difference between you two, your conversationalist, they just want to get on in the material world. You know, this is about, the grapes are all about money, actually. Obviously, I can see maybe some cultural differences here as well. Maybe you're from a different country. What I find really interesting is the mirroring here, the 2 red garments here. One is a garment of luxury, and the other is a garment of pain. It's very, very, and then this is just the starting of the cross here. This is potentially, this other person follows a certain religion and a certain traditions and a way of doing things. And what I find really interesting is this crossing across your chest. But I feel it's almost like I'm an alternative. I don't have any belief structures like this. I feel like your belief structures are very, very different. I feel it's almost the same person being mirrored in the feminine and the masculine. And I just feel like you just come from different worlds. You know, if you think, oh, we're from different worlds, you just come from different worlds, and that can be a beautiful thing, okay? And I'm also seeing, like, I feel like you think they're your soulmate, and they're all just about themselves, thinking that they're the king, you know, or the queen sort of thing. You know, I just feel like they're self-indulgent, and you're open and mystical. So even though this woman's closed off at the moment, I just feel like, you know, you're thinking about the broader spiritual aspects of your relationship, and they're thinking about job, the house, the car, the mortgage, the money, you know, this sort of thing. She was this, she was that, she was the next thing, you know. I just feel like they don't understand how you operate in their world, okay? But they're concerned, you know, like, I feel like even though they didn't understand how you operated in their world, I feel like it didn't lack that they, you know, they want to know you, that they're intrigued about you. They're still intrigued about you. I can't see many cups here. Oh no, I can't believe this one came out. If you've had a private reading with me, or if you've read or listened to my other I cannot believe this card come out. One of the reasons for this card, when I see this card, is about sexual liberation. So how does that relate to how he feels about you? I feel like you were this with him. The red again. Okay. And now you've gone to this, and this is what he's worried about. I think he's worried, would she ever get back to that with me? But I feel like you almost need him to come back in to change from this into this. When a woman's like this, it really needs a man to come back in and just sort of like cut those ties and rip off your, you know, this here. I was going to say face mask. It's not a face mask, you know, your blindfold, and, you know, chuck those swords away, and then just surround yourself with flowers and sensuality and love and all the rest of it. I can already hear some of you saying, hell no. He's not getting any of that, you know, the way he's treated me sort of thing, and I can hear it. But, you know, the universe is very mysterious, the way that it does things, and I don't know, I think some of you need to make love. He wants to make love to you, okay? He wants to make love to you. He wants to have sex with you. He wants to see your body naked again. And it's really, really important to him that you are this, not this. He really needs you to be available sexually, sensually, intimately. He really needs that, and I think that's what's causing him a lot of worry. And he is going to come in and try and clarify that with you. God knows how, you know, like, what's he going to say? But this is the crux of the relationship and what he's thinking about. So he's worried you've gone. He's worried you're cut off from. He's worried that you're not available to him. You know, and he's been trying to make a decision about this, and he wants to come in and speak to you. And I think he is also wishing on a star here and just thinking, you know, I've got to wait for the right time to do this as well. You know, it hasn't been the right time. I need to wait for the right time to do this. So that's how he's really thinking and feeling about you. So I'm going to leave it there. I am considering doing extended readings because the uploads are now half an hour and not an hour, which I don't understand. So but anyway, I hope you got something from that. Very, very interesting. And I love your comments. Please leave a comment. And if you're new, I hope you enjoyed it. So it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.